Wir sind hier mit 50 Gruppen und Organisationen bundesweit in einer Kampagne, die nennt sich Büchel ist überall, atomwaffenfrei jetzt, weil hier 20 Atombomben sind, US-Atombomben. Es sind die einzigen in Deutschland und wir machen diese Aktion hier, das ist unser Symbolort. Büchel ist überall atomwaffenfrei jetzt. Diese Atomwaffen sind völkerrechtswidrig und stellen Kriegsverbrechen dar. Hier wird damit geübt.
Well, I think nuclear technology, from mining to milling and enrichment of uranium into fuel and then the production of nuclear power and nuclear weapons, is the most dangerous and toxic and self-destructive technology in the world. That it's in need of containerization. It needs to be contained and monitored and watched over for the rest of time so that we keep it out of the water. Meanwhile, the military powers of the world plan to use these weapons day after day. They make preparations to use these bombs against other people, which is suicidal because the fallout comes back on the people who use them. And it's also unlawful because there are several binding treaties that forbid massacres. You cannot commit massacres, you can't plan and prepare massacres without violating the Nuremberg Principles, the Hague Regulations, the Geneva Conventions, and the UN Charter. So we came to Germany to see these US weapons returned and to demand an end to the planning of their use.
I'm really against the nuclear weapons because they indiscriminately kill whole cities of people if they're ever used. When the United States used them, the results were terrible, just tragic, and that should never happen again. And I believe that all life, all human and animal life is sacred, and that we should not kill any children, any animal, any person around the world, whether they're my children or someone else's children. Also, in the making of these nuclear weapons that are here at the Buechel base, there are many people in the United States that have gotten very sick and have gotten cancer from the mining of the uranium all the way through the production. There's tritium in the drinking water wells, there's all sorts of poisons that are in the earth that are causing cancer, and there's groups of cancer people that have cancer throughout the United States, all near the areas of the bomb production. So that's certainly a good reason to be against them. And also, in the making of these weapons, the United States uses about half of our tax money for war making, and a lot of that goes into making these weapons. So these weapons represent a theft from the poor. I work with the people who are poor. They're homeless, they have no food, they don't have a place to sleep, they come to us for sleeping bags. The poverty in the United States is so drastic. The roads are falling apart, the infrastructure needs to be rebuilt. We're just poor. And yet these weapons are taken better care of than our children. These weapons are kept very often in air-controlled shelters where they're guarded day and night, and our children are sleeping outdoors. That makes no sense to me. It's a crime.
And the world remembers his face, remembers the place was here. Fly the metal bird to Hiroshima, and away alone. Speak the magic word to let the sky explode, and the world remembers his name, remembers the flame was